What's going on, guys? Welcome to the summer edition of the Movie News Roundup. It has been a weird summer, so I haven't had a lot of opportunities to make new videos, but I am back as of last week. If you haven't seen the new video, go check it out. It's very important, very serious message that I cried while making at least 3 times, and I peed a little bit as well, but that is unrelated. So unlike what I normally do, where I talk about 3 movies and show a few clips from those movies, this video I will be talking about 9 movies, very briefly about each, just giving my thoughts about each one, the 9 standout movies from the summer for me. Hydration. First up, John Wick 3. This movie was awesome. It was so much fun. Keanu Reeves can do no wrong. He could punch me in my face and I would say, "Thank you, kind sir." It's obviously very violent. It's rated R. Do with that what you will, but it is a lot of fun seeing Keanu Reeves punch people in the face and sometimes murder them as well. So, just to show you, getting a Snapchat from my sister. She's typing, and there it is. I will be ignoring that. Movie number 2, Aladdin. Aladdin was a lot of fun as well, for different reasons, obviously. Now, it really didn't compare to the cartoon, obviously, but it had its own kind of charms. I really enjoyed it. The singing style was different from the other live-action remakes, like the Beauty and the Beast and whatnot. It was kind of like, if you've seen La La Land, it's kind of like La La Land meets a Disney remake. It's kind of different the way that they sang in this movie. So it was good though. Godzilla, King of the Monsters. Okay, if you saw the first one, you're probably like, there's not enough Godzilla in this movie. He doesn't come out until like the last third of the movie. In this movie, he's basically on screen like 80% of the time, which is awesome. And the last movie had 2 or 3 bad guys and they were all the same kind of monster. This movie has like 6 different monsters and it is awesome. And it sets up Kong versus Godzilla, which comes out I want to say next year, but it might be 21. Anyway, it's gonna be awesome. Very excited for that. Hobbs and Shaw. Now this movie, it was very stupid, but in the best way possible. It was super funny, a lot of action, real good chemistry between the 2 leads there. The only problem I have is that it is in no way, shape, or form a Fast and Furious movie, even though it marketed it like that. The only relation it has is Jason Statham and The Rock, but other than that, it is very far removed from the franchise, which is kind of a bummer. Especially because Jason Statham played the villain in Furious 7 and killed off one of our favorite characters in the Fast and Furious 6, and now he's back for Hobbs and Shaw as if nothing happened. I don't know, it doesn't sit right with me. Anyway, awesome. Next up is Lion King. Just like Aladdin, it doesn't compare to the cartoon at all, but it was really well put together, great voice cast, really beautiful to look at. The CGI was unbelievable. I mean, it was like I was talking, not me, I mean, I do talk to animals, but it was like there were actual real talking animals in the movie. Moving on. Spider-Man Far From Home. Wow. Okay, now this movie was awesome. All right, this is the end of phase 3 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, coming right after Endgame, which came out in April, if you saw my video from that, and that was a big deal for me. It tied up all the loose storylines and added some new storylines. Real excited to see where this goes. I've seen it twice in theaters already, and they're actually releasing an extended cut this coming weekend, which I will probably check out as well. Anyway, so good. Jake Gyllenhaal as a villain. Mwah. Perfect. I'm getting a little bit lightheaded right now. Maybe it's because I'm talking so fast. Toy Story 4. Now, when a lot of people heard about the new Toy Story coming out, they're a little bit bummed just because Toy Story 3 ended so perfectly. But while Toy Story 3 kind of ended the journey that the human characters have gone through in these movies, Toy Story 4 kind of ended the storylines for the toy characters in these movies, and I thought that was really great. It was a little bit of a bummer because Buzz Lightyear didn't get a whole lot of stuff to do in this movie. Woody was really the main character, but other than that, it was super funny. And I don't know, I may have cried or not. The jury is still out. Next up, Men in Black. Okay, so I was a little disappointed in this movie because, for one thing, Chris Hemsworth was in it, and Chris Hemsworth is hilarious in everything that he does, and a really good actor in the serious roles that he does. And he was just coming off Endgame, which was great, and all this stuff. But it was just really boring, really like paint by numbers. They didn't really try very hard. And then the little annoying side character, alien sidekick, I wanted to drop kick him and punt him into space. He'd probably like that. He's from space. He'd be like, yay, space. But anyway, I hated it. I didn't hate it. I liked it only because I like Chris Hemsworth and I want him to be my friend. Next up, X-Men Dark Phoenix. Okay, so there wasn't a whole lot of excitement for people going into this movie just because the Disney-Fox merger was nearing an end and people knew that all these characters were going to be recast anyway, so they're like, oh, let's just get this out of the way. And critics didn't really enjoy it. The people who already seen it said it was a letdown, things like that, but I went and I saw it and I loved it. I thought it was 100 times better than the X-Men before it, X-Men Apocalypse. Oh, it was so much better than that movie. And all the individual characters had like individual moments to shine and do their own thing, which was really cool for me. But I don't know. This is the last movie of that cast, so I'm excited to see what comes next. But it's gonna be great either way. Okay, so that was all the movies that stood out for me this summer. I might just do something like this at the end of every month instead of what I've been doing, you know, just like 3 movies in 3 minutes or something like that, just to talk about them but not also, you know, spend too much time on them. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comments about your favorite movie of the summer and what you're most excited for the last part of this year. See ya.